Oh, I mean, right now, I think we have to grab onto the things we have certainty on right now. And first and foremost, as I mentioned, the framework that the mayor has put out is something that is up. It has policy driven around it, and it's something for us to work from. Again, it has imperfections, and I think a small business voice to that would be important. I think the other piece that I really liked that Ben opened up with was providing small business a direct voice into providing feedback into government. And I think that's something we actually can work on and could have some influence on. What comes out of that, which I think is very important, is common data. You wanna get a broad cast of information that you can analyze data around. And then what you can do with data is, if you're looking at common data, you can create kind of a shared goal, and then you can create a collective action. And then that's kind of a theory of change that we really believe in at the Hawaii Community Foundation. You've got to be working from a common set of data, create some shared goals, and then create some collective action. And as you folks know, small business community is an extremely diverse, and it's ununited. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. And yet at the same time, it's so critical to the fabric of Hawaii, and quite frankly, is our competitive advantage in the world to compete. One of the examples I want to use to maybe give some hope about what we're seeing early on in the pandemic, through the Hawaii Resilience Fund, we funded an organization called the Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement, and they did a beta test that brought together a bunch of small business that were manufacturing products here in Hawaii, and they did kind of a mini QVC. And over a few weeks, they were able to sell about $330,000 worth of product with a handful of local companies. And what came out of that was some data that was really interesting. 35% of the purchases came from out of state, either internationally or across the continent, and 65% of the purchases came locally. That provided us the opportunity to pitch to Honolulu County to see if we could scale up this effort. And just last week, CNHA launched another program that pulled together with the support of the city and a grant program that we're helping them to administer. They pulled together 400 vendors in the state of Hawaii, all local vendors. They have $25 million of inventory, physical inventory, in a warehouse. They're partnering with Hawaiian Airlines, and they're off and running, and they're up on site. It's called Pop-Up Makeke, and then that's the kind of opportunity that can happen when you have good data, and that good data was, a proof point on what kind of sales was occurring, who their vendors were, what they were buying. So we're really excited about that and growing that. Some interest has been expressed by Amazon, and we're trying to scaffold around them to scale up their capacity to deal with a company like that. But again, just to the point of maybe giving some hope, Bill, I mean, I really think providing small business a voice in a structured way and taking that data and then taking action is something that could be done in very short order.